You ready? Oops, I already clicked, so I guess we are ready. Would you like to do the introduction?
I most certainly can. Let's get everything situated. Perfect. It's a little clipped and cropped. And on my side, not on yours.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Hi, Dano.
Right.
Congratulations on first. Sorry.
You're good. How's it going, Ale?
Oh my god, Dano.
Although I hear if you run outside and shout it, then more people know. Yeah, so we are playing Our Life today. It is a visual novel. I personally have not played many visual novels, and I've only beaten one before. So this will be a relatively new experience.
And you don't...
I closed the tab.
You don't usually play visual novels on your stream, so...
That is true. What's this? Yeah, this is a visual novel called Our Life. It is a game that Starlight owns.
So we had to do a little bit maneuvering to actually have it being shown on both streams.
Yeah. A little bit of finagling. Fun stuff.
Our Life is a game about Cove, the little boy slash adult you see character-wise on the screen right here. Now, there is other characters. It is a romance visual novel, but it doesn't just have romance in it. You could be distant or you could be friends with him, and you could still get a good ending. Because it's like a slice of life type visual novel. And I'm letting Cappy choose all the choices.
And we're going to rule the world.
I wish. Let's start, shall we? Also, look at that little animation. It's so cute.
It's skipping again.
It's skipping?
Yeah.
I will find a different game. Don't you worry. Let's try this game. I don't care if you guys see my Steam page. It's not anything inappropriate. It's fine.
I'm on BRB. So they can't see it.
Okay, tell me, is this skipping?
I believe it was, yes.
Ah! I hate this. I really want to play visual novel with you.
What, find it through your OBS. How are you capturing the game?
I could show you. Through just, audio game capture, and if I can go to it, let's try game capture.
Try doing window capture instead.
Window capture? Sure.
Yes, if you scroll down, you could choose that one if you wanted.
Is it better now? Also, thank you for stopping by, Entity.
Careful, Cappy's gonna murder. No. They don't know
that. Is this better?
I believe so. If you go back to the game,
it should flash here, which makes sense, but I can't see my mouse. What?
I could see the mouse, but I couldn't see anything else other than like a yes or no. Actually, yeah, it's the same thing that you're saying. Although it might show me the mouse because the capture is a little different.
Capture cursor. I can't see the mouse in the game.
That's
A problem. Hold on.
yeah. I can see the mouse. But that doesn't help you.
No, I can see the mouse now. I can see the mouse. We're just gonna have to go windowed. But everything good now?
Yeah, the only thing is that I can still see the bottom bars, like
I don't care.
the time, a bunch of other, like, if you have any applications open.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I just want to let you know since it will also be shown, like, on my
Yeah,
screen.
that's fine. I don't care if Discord or my my YouTube profile's shown.
Okay.
I'm streaming to it anyway, so. I thank you for the follow, entity. Is everything looking good now?
Yes, I just cropped it out.
Ah, perfect. Now, how would you what would you like to name your character?
Jamie.
Cat.
Jamie is default.
Oh,
Yeah, they actually have voice names here. There's some voice acting in this game.
oh neat.
Yeah, so we can go with a C name. So we look right here. We scroll down. Tell me if you spot any that suits your fancy. There's also a Dan. We could go by Dan.
Is there a
Hmm?
No, never mind.
Yeah, they got a bunch of different names, including like Z, X, V, U. I figured you wanted a voice name.
Oh, sorry. Thorgunna. I think we go with Thorgunna.
They're gonna with a Z or
It's a T on the left. Fourth one from the bottom.
this one?
One up.
Thorgunna.
We're going Thorgunna then. Do you want them to be do you want the main character to be female, male, or non-binary? Now this does impact the story. You can make them trans in the game.
Oh, neat.
Mm-hmm. So you could start off as male, change to female, and then at one point change to non-binary. All in one go. Well, not in one go. You'll see what I mean.
Be the avatar of genders.
What last name do you want? I know a hard choice. I'm horrible at names.
Oh, Kick Loki.
Kick Loki?
Yeah, K-I-C-K-L-O-K-I.
Why kick Loki?
Thor gonna kick Loki.
Oh my god. I misspelled it, put a capital I. Oh my god. So what skin color are we looking here? Like ghost pale, peachy. No.
Yeah, peachy's fine.
Okay, what eye shapes do we want? Tell me when to stop.
Go back. Few. One more to the right. Sharp 2.
Sharp 2?
Yeah.
Okay, what about color?
Ideally purple, if they exist.
Speaking of purple,
Sweet.
now we'll go with hair. Do you want to start with the back or do you want to start with the front?
We could do front.
There's a lot of hair, so I'll show you. We'll go backwards. I usually personally pick this hairstyle with long hair.
We can do that.
Okay, let's show you the other styles. Also, it's easier to see when it's like this, so I'll just show you this way.
True.
We can pick the hair color after. And don't worry, we could change the hair color too. I'll just show you some other stuff. We can have dyed hair.
Ooh, a classic anime villain.
Matching our eyes. What do you think?
I like it.
What hair color do you want? Because if we pick, I'll just show you purple, it does this.
I think the
Brown?
one on the top should be purple.
Okay, purple.
And then we could do the two-tone as maybe...
There's multiple tones.
Yeah. We could do white and black.
Okay, what gender are we picking? And then we'll get to the rest.
Yeah, we can go with he, him pronouns.
Okay, perfect. Do we have glasses? And what hand size do we got?
Hand size.
It shows up in a CG.
Gotcha. I guess medium?
Ow, my arm. I'm good. There's also chubby and slender. But you want medium?
Yeah, medium is fine.
Do you want glasses or none?
Let's see what they look like. I think we're good without them.
Alright, do we want freckles? No freckles?
I'm thinking no freckles.
There's rosy cheeks? No rosy cheeks?
Yeah. What birthmarks are there?
We can't see, but it's all the way up here.
Okay.
You want the birthmarks?
Yeah. What scars we got? Actually, the one near the eye.
That one? But not these two.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, but I
And-
used to have a scar in my eye.
Ooh. I actually used to have a birthmark on the ridge on my ridge on my nose.
You got the Riz?
Do we want any scars on the arm, leg, back, or chest?
Like what's leg?
You don't see it. It's to your imagination.
Gotcha. Nah.
No? No, what type of outfits is this character gonna wear?
Pants.
Pants and a shirt?
Pants and shirt, yeah.
What about accessories?
Watch.
Watch. And we're done.
Sounds good to me.
I will be the narrator, you and the female voices. You can voice everything else if you don't mind.
Sure thing.
That way it's somewhat even.
Yeah.
Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. Your truly sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination, and people are coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, the crisp, it's salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of schoolless vacations with it. During summer, also this takes place over summer vacation.
Okay.
During the summer, your mom didn't like that you wandered too far outside your neighborhood, so you knew to keep the area pretty. So you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting roots down. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved then passing their stores. Is the game too loud for everyone? I forgot to ask.
I can't hear it. I don't know if there's music going on.
Hold on, I know what's going wrong. Here we go. I apologize, that was me. It's gonna do this really quick. It's gonna switch to this OBS, and then it's gonna switch to game really quick. I apologize.
You're good.
I have Discord notifications. See, whenever I stream on YouTube, I have to switch between OBS and the game, because I have to click out of it and then click back in it like this so I can see both chats and then do this. It's very tedious.
That does sound tedious.
It's so that way I can also see notifications and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's important.
Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was, or most often just said hello. Now here's the main gameplay. Choosing how your character is going to react. So, this represents warmth and, like, being extroverted. This blue represents cold and distant. And this represents shy and anxious. So it's up to you. You can mix and match the options, or you could go for a single one. It's up to you, Cappy.
Okay.
Hi, Stuff!
Yeah, we'll go with the middle.
Alright. You end up saying hi to a lot of different people, since most of the tourists that came and went every summer were the same ones. You enjoyed learning a lot about where they were visiting from, and hoped to visit those places someday too. But today, there was a man sitting outside the curb of your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over. And you wondered if he was even a real person, or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Kid logic, am I right?
Yeah.
Whoever or whatever he was, you've never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone at Sunset Bird was that people who you didn't recognize really, really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the neighborhood residential district, as your mom called it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was, set up a lot of red flags. Your mom had talked with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before.
The bottom one for sure.
You remember it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about being polite then. And you weren't sure about this man yet.
The top one.
Still, you felt a bit scared knowing that he was blocking the way to your front door. You slowed down, your mind racing for ideas how to get past him unseen, but it was too late to escape. There was a split second where your eyes met, and you took a shaky breath, your eyes darting to the sky, pretending to stare at a bird who was hovering nearby. This is you.
Hey.
His voice startled you. It made you jump, but still you didn't look at him. The bird landed on top of the gateposts, its black feathers ruffled against the gentle breeze. Trying to keep your eyes on it was tough, especially when the man stood up and started making his way towards you.
Middle.
Middle? Unsure about him, but willing to be friendly, you offer the stranger a smile. The man gives you a grin on his own back. Morning. Also, I gotta say, this character is very attractive.
It's the stingray tattoo, isn't it?
Obviously. No, I like fictional characters with long hair.
Gotcha.
It's just my cup of tea.
Not the shark swimming pants.
No. Even though I do like them, they really do fit him with his personality.
Gotcha. Do you live around here? What's your name?
You look the man up and down, taking in I was gonna call tall skin, that would be horrifying. His tan skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. His hands were I was gonna say his hands are shaking, but no, that's not what it said. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo. You wonder if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. While you made your assumptions, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for your answer to his question.
Yeah, I live right there. My name is Thorgana. Nice to meet you, Thorgana.
He gave you a broad smile, relief setting on his face. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand as he held it up to you. Even more confused than you were before, you looked back at him.
Well...
It has partial voice acting in it.
Could you do me a favor? Nothing bad. Sorry. I should have... Let me start over.
There's a chance to just run away from the situation and never see the dollar bill. Oops. He clears his throat and stood up straighter. From where you were standing, it made him look creepier.
I have a son. His name is Cove. Who's about your age.
Definitely obsessed with the ocean. I mean, am I wrong?
Very obsessed.
Middle one.
Actually, the top one.
Top one. Cove. Seems like a strange name for an actual living person to you. But definitely kind of name somebody like this guy would give their kid. Hello! Sorry.
We moved in across the street. See?
He gestures towards the house that had been empty for a year. His watch catches the late afternoon sun reflecting off the walls. The giant for sale sign was finally gone.
You must be Thorgunna Loki, right?
Oh
met your
my
mom
god.
Earlier, they told me you're 8, just like him, so...
This is such a meme character.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Add in 1 minute, everyone. We will pause when ads start. So you guys don't miss out on anything. Unless there's no ads on your side, Cappy.
There are not.
Okay, we can keep going and then we can pause when there are ads on your side.
Okay.
He took the $20 bill, bringing it back to your attention, and hopefully a hopeful smile tilted his lips up at the corners.
Can you try to be friends with the boy? Just give it a chance, and you can keep this. He's a good kid. You'll like him.
Do you mind?
But you gotta keep it a secret, too, okay? It wouldn't be friendly to say his dad sent you.
I have a feeling you're gonna pick one of these.
Yeah.
Which one?
The bottom one.
The kids really get their parents to pay for friendship. Had your mom done this for you and Lizzie, the thought made you frown.
What'd you say? Want to make a deal? Middle.
You didn't want the money.
I don't want to be paid for that. It's too weird.
He deflated enough to notice, but not completely.
Are you sure?
Won't be so bad, even if it's just for the summer. That'd be enough.
That only made it more strange to you. Why does lasting for the summer matter? When his initial strategy wasn't going to fly, he tucked the bill back into his pocket and changed the request.
I get it. You don't have to. Would you be comfortable with he and I coming by for a normal visit? No money involved.
What are we feeling?
I'm 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to ask my mom's.
His smile got bigger. His eyes crinkled at the sides.
Of course. They invited us over earlier. I'd like to ask you, too. Then I guess you can. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I wanted him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but... well, I don't know where he's gotten off to.
He laughed when he said that, but the way his face looked, you thought he actually wanted to cry.
If you see him, can you tell him to come on home? He's got a pink cast and glasses. Can't miss him.
That really does sound like a thing you would say.
Yeah.
This definitely wasn't a normal way kids make friends. You knew that. But you were going to help.
The man smiled and self-voicing disabled.
I clicked the wrong button, self-voicing picked up. That's what that was. I clicked V. The man smiled, reaching out to pat your head. Paused before doing so, and then put his hand away and said, "Smart move."
Your moms are already checking around for me. Such a thoughtful group you are. Now we better go look too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here.
Give me a quick second.
I thought he might come back, and that's not what's important. I have to go. Thanks again, Thorgunna. So much.
Just texting my mom really quick.
Okay.
I saw we had Kraft mac and cheese. It's like, I want some now for lunch. He jogged down off down the street without another word. You decide to check the hills behind your house. Step 1. First sight. Hi, Spark! I don't have a lot of water at the moment, so I apologize in advance. Congratulations on getting second place. Just don't spend spam water is all I ask, 'cause I don't have a lot of water right now and I do need to conserve it for reading. That's all I ask. The chirping of crickets and the tall grass greeted you, quiet and familiar. From the top of the hill you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore, the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night.
In the bottom.
You don't enjoy the beach that much, especially the sand. It gets absolutely everywhere. You picked that because Star Wars reference, didn't you?
That's a Star Wars reference?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, because it's sand literally gets everywhere because of Skywalker.
Yeah, no, I also think that the beach is an annoying time at times, especially cleanup. It's sand genuinely gets everywhere.
Well, but it looks like I need to make a human level fighter for a D&D campaign I'm in. Unrelated to my characters.
Sounds fun.
Yes, I will pick this. Do you mind reading while I do this? Because I only have a certain amount of time till it starts later tonight, and I want to be able to focus on the game.
Sure. You really couldn't understand why so many people came all the way from where they really lived just to visit the ocean. You took in a deep breath. You wanted to try to relax and couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you that you weren't alone, so you glanced around.
Oh, excuse me.
There's a boy sitting at the top of one hill, almost completely hidden within the long grass and white flowers surrounding him.
There he is.
His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a little bit like you'd found a deer in the wild. Though deer didn't have pink casts,
Pink Cass? Got it.
but this new boy did. You wondered how he got it. After a few more seconds, he took a step forward, then another. And then he glanced your way.
Oh, can somebody do a good bot in my chat?
His aquamarine eyes reflected the lights of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and show you weren't scary.
Thank you, Soph.
Hi. With a start, he jumped to his feet, his hands balling into a fists at his side. He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. He'd been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his knees, soaking the hem of his shorts, and his eyes were still shining with a few more. You obviously caught him off guard. His pink cast seemed to glow in the twilight. Though when he caught you staring at it, he hid his arm behind his back. Something the man earlier had said stuck out to you. Cove? Ah. Eyes wide, he studied you. How'd you know that? I met your dad.
Oh.
So is this your hill? gestured with his uninjured arm to the patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect. I can leave if it is.
What are we feeling?
You can't own a hill. Why not? How could you? You just do. Oh. You just do. I had a hill back home.
Sorry, I need to type something.
This still... Well, this still isn't mine. Oh. He sat back down with a thump, resting his chin on his knees again. Curious about the strange new boy with the odd dad, he sat on the patch of grass next to him. The pure white flowers that covered this hill rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers too. The night wind was cool as it traveled over the ocean and up the hill, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun. Why are you here? A quiet hiccup escaped Cove as soon as you asked the question. Almost like they'd never stop, his tears started up again with a vengeance. My parents. They don't want to live together with me anymore. The tears fell fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes. My mom made my dad leave, and he took me with him, and now we have a house here, and I want to go home. The outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done wailing, Cove's chest was heavy, heaving with exhaustion. He sniffled and removed his glasses, wiping at his eyes with the back of his hand before he put them back on again. I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom.
I am almost done, I promise.
Sure thing. You'll like it here. You just have to get used to it. He slipped his hand underneath his glasses and pressed his fingers against his eyelids. Cove wound himself up again for another long crying fit. Sunset Bird was a nice place to live. It had a beach, playgrounds, a good school. At least you thought so. But from the way off in the distance, you heard your parents.
Okay, I'm good. Thorgunna! God damn it.
Cove?
Kids, where did you go?
Cove looked at you, tears still clinging to his cheeks. Don't tell them we're here.
I want to go home.
Poor kid, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Have fun lurking.
I don't want to go back to the house. I want to go home.
What are we feeling? Also, I can start reading again. I'm done.
Okay. It'll be okay.
You were struck by the sudden need to reassure Cove.
It's not gonna be all fun. All gonna be fun, but isn't he your family too? Yeah, I guess. And you can count on him when you really, really need him.
You shot him a grin and pushed yourself to your feet. Slowly, Cove stood up with you, still looking a little reluctant. His dad's voice rang out again.
Cove, can you hear me?
He looked down at the sound of his dad's voice, silent, and then turned away, rubbing his not bandaged arm.
Sorry.
I still don't want to go. You waited silently with him. Yeah, I get it. You do?
Before you can answer, you hear Cove's dad, even closer than before.
There you are, bud.
The trio of parents appear over the curve of the hill. Instantly, all their eyes leaned on you and they rushed over. Both of your moms were at your side split second. Also, aren't they just pretty?
Yeah.
Split second, faces filled with worry. Thorgunna! You're here after all. We've been waiting at the park to check for Cove and then heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. We thought you might have gone off further. If I was a kid, I would have said this wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But what are you feeling?
We're okay. Don't worry.
Thank God you're both fine. Were you two having fun out there? You look over at Cove, who's wiggling against his dad's tight hug and pushing at his arms. Such a kid thing to say.
This,
You didn't think it was the right word to describe it, but you weren't sure what else to say to your moms. Finally letting go of his scrawling son, Cove's dad turns to the three of you.
That's a relief.
thanks very much for finding him. Really don't know this neighborhood.
Good thing Thorgana knows this whole area so well.
Absolutely. We should be going home now. It's been a long day for us all. Say goodbye, Cove.
Bye.
The two of them walked off into the darkness, heading towards the neighborhood. You watch Cove pink bright cast until it disappears. Tell you what, we'll have a proper play date tomorrow, okay? Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him over to see you and Lizzie. How does that sound?
Sure. Can I show him my stuff?
Of course.
Then okay. Oh, that's you.
Then okay.
Both your moms laugh, their sounds overlapping into the warm, familiar chords. Mommy puts her arm around your shoulder and leads you towards the path. Satisfied and a little more ready to go to bed after a long, exciting day, you follow them home. How are we feeling? Different, fond, crush. Also, you could date other people even if you're crushing on somebody.
Relaxed?
Relaxed. Oh my god, this game is out? There is Opus. Prism Peak has come out. Let me send it to you. I've been really looking forward to this game.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I love all their games.
Yeah, the art looks very nice.
Very
cozy.
I'm buying the deluxe edition. When I have the money for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a phone call. Just tell me what you pick.
Okay. Just relax, I think.
We have to pick crush, bound, or indifferent to continue.
Oh, okay. Indifferent?
If you could just read while I make this call.
Sure thing. Early the next morning, you were poking at your food, eating it slowly. Your sister Lizzie had run out earlier to go play, but you stayed put. Today, just like your moms had promised, Cove was coming over to hang out. Did you also want me to read the parts?
Okay.
I'm done. Sorry, I was on call with my mom. Thank you. No, I'm not done streaming.
Okay.
Bye. Sorry about that. I was trying to respond to you. My mom was on call with me. I can read this now.
Okay.
Excited to see your new friend again, Thorgana.
Maybe we can become friends.
Okay.
With that said, are you done with your breakfast?
Bowl was entirely empty, so you nodded. Mm-hmm.
Good job. He should be here soon. Cleanup began, and then on cue, there was a knock. With hesitation, like somebody wasn't sure they were in the right place. Still loud, though. Hello, and welcome in, first-time chatter. Cappy, can you help me with the name?
Zenibu?
Nebu. Nebu, thank you. If you don't mind me asking, how did you find me? And also, I hope you're here for a relaxing time, because we're playing a visual novel together. With the streamer Capybara.
Hello.
We need to get a more obvious doorbell. I know. Thorgana, can you go get it? Because Mom said so, you wandered over to the door.
Hey, Kikloki's family. Thanks for having us.
Jembu? They sound familiar, but it's not quite ringing a bell. If you could remind me? Do you mean Gemo? It sounds familiar, but if you could remind me who they are, like, are they a streamer? Have I chatted with them before? Are they a game developer or anything like that? Because it sounds very familiar. I have ADHD, so I sometimes forget people's names, so I apologize. I recognize them once I... why are they not ringing any bells? Does she have purple hair with horns? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to describe what they look like. Oh, yeah, we've talked together. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a hot minute since we talked. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. It's been a hot minute. No wonder I don't remember you. Not to say that to insult you. It just, I have poor memory when it comes to things. But welcome in. How are you? Did you read this, by the way?
Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Holden, as your moms have called him, and his son were here. Cove looked different in the bright light of your living room, and when he wasn't crying. Oh, yeah! Yeah. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I still want to do that. I just I am paying for other stuff at the moment, like rigging for VTuber models and getting my lore video out, so it's gonna be a minute till I'm able to do that. So I apologize about that. With Zad standing in front of him and Mom and Mommy behind you, you and Cove look at each other. You study Code apathetically. This was the parents' plans, not yours. Not seeming any more excited as you were, he just stared back. Do you want to go to play in your room, Thorgana?
Sure.
Yeah, but you're highly welcome in to watch the stream and just chat and talk about games you like and such. The usual.
Come on, it's upstairs.
Okay. Take care.
Let us know if you need anything, you two. Have fun, kids.
See you.
See you later, son. Play nice.
You let him into your room, puffing out your chest a little at the sight of your treasures. There's a lot of different stuffed animals, a cool bed, and a wide window to look out of. Well, I had out of, but oh well. It was a great room. You hadn't had anyone to show it in a while, but you were really proud of it. He leaned a little close to one of your drawings on the window.
I like this. I drew that.
That is a cute way to say that.
Cool.
You smiled at him. You were proud of that particular piece, and you were glad he noticed. You looked around the room a little more, studying the books on your desk, the pictures on the walls. What you feeling?
Felt the atmosphere was kind of awkward.
Oops, hold on. I can fix it. You wanted to say something, but didn't know what, so you let him keep looking. After his eyes landed on a tiny box of the beach, things you collected, tucked away by your door. He took a step towards it before hesitating and pointing at it instead.
What's that?
Ayo.
A hoard of stuff I found on the beach.
Oh,
Do you have any driftwood in there?
Thank you for the follow. I gotta scroll up to see how I pronounce your name. Nibu. Thank you, thank you. Dragging the box up to the middle of the room, you and Cole flop down next to it.
I think so. Yeah, see?
You gesture to the piece at the bottom, still covered in specks of sand.
neat.
This is a good collection.
You get the sense of tone of voice. He wasn't just saying it to be nice or to be like shy. I kept calling him Sheldon the first few times I played this game till somebody corrected me. But Shiloh, he actually meant it.
Oh, right. Almost forgot. Shiloh's gonna be here today. Shiloh? Lizzie's friend. Or like, her #1 fan, I guess?
Hmm.
Do I have to see him? He should be okay. I mean, he's Lizzie's friend, not mine. But, you know. Come on. Check out my shells some more. I found this one under a big piece of seaweed that washed ashore, and
You pulled out seashell after seashell, explaining where you got in each one and holding them up against the light. There was big ones, small ones, pink, purple, and orange. Most of them you washed off in the bathroom sink when you brought them home, cleaning off the sand.
for the past few years, you even learned some of their scientific names.
You have a whole picture book dedicated to different cells and sea life. Oh, that's not a fun feeling. You learned a lot by flipping through the pages. Apparently fascinated either by the stories or the shells themselves, Cove listened to what. We could play Baldur's Gate next week. I just, needed a break.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know you want to continue with the big-haired character.
I mean, only if you're down to play it.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you're not,
down.
it's just-
I'm down. I just need a break. Apparently fascinated either by the stories or by the shell themselves, Cove listened to what looked like the full force of his attention. It was a new experience to be a center of such dedicated focus, even if it was only dedicated to the shells. Kids, come down to the living room. You could tell the idea was making him happy, but Mommy wasn't giving you much of a chance to hang around. It wasn't like this meeting. Cove hadn't been like this meeting you. I guess it's because he thinks you found each other by accident, not by a parent made it happen. Mr. Holden must be right that telling Cove was part of that would be a bad idea. Before you knew it, you both got escorted and disposed in the living room. Escorted downstairs and deposed in the living room, where Shiloh, ready for Shiloh's visit. The two of you sat side by side on the floor of your home's entryway.
Brought the box of shells. Want to keep looking at them. Great. Bust it open. We can keep looking while we wait for Shiloh.
Cove reached open and pulled out a big orange shell.
Oh.
Like he hasn't spoken around yet, he turned to you and held it up, his eyes shining.
I think this one is the best of them. I like a different one best. I can show it to you.
You reach in the box and take out the one you preferred. Cove looked on with interest. The two of you were sitting on the floor looking through your collection of each findings when the doorbell finally rang. Cove jumped, startled by the sound. Since the person had knocked, you figured it was probably Shiloh. He knew where to look for that.
Lizzie's friend?
You nodded. It didn't seem to make Cove feel any better. It was already obvious that Cove didn't hide his feelings well. You could tell he was thinking what he was thinking right away.
This isn't a good idea. You'll be alright. He's here, we can't tell him to leave. He's at our only door. If you go upstairs, he'll find you.
Cove glanced around the room, eyes wide, finally paused with his gaze locked into the back of the house.
go out the window.
He was already walking towards it. Scrambling to think of something to say, he stepped forward and then paused. We could be very harsh.
Shiloh's the least scary person alive. Every single bunny rabbit is scarier than Shiloh. I don't want to see him. I don't know why. I don't know him. Yeah, you encouraged him. Hey, if you do have a hard time with him, I'll tell him to leave. Is that okay? Okay.
Shiloh poked his head into the living room. It was impossible for him to be sure if he heard what you've been saying or not, but you guess he had.
Hi.
Hi, Thorgana. And hi, Cove.
Cove shot you an uneasy glance.
Hi.
I'm Shiloh. It's nice to meet you. Yeah. You have a lot of freckles. Right. I do. What are you guys doing? We're looking at shells.
Can I do it too?
Cove shrugged, then looked back at your box of beach findings.
What about that one?
The plan for the afternoon, at least as far as you were concerned, was to sit and look at beach things some more. You weren't really in the mood to do much of anything else.
Hey, check out the scallop shell I found. Cool, right? It's a pretty color. Kind of like my cast.
The beautiful glittering pink did look a little like the wrap around his arm.
Pink is a nice color. Okay.
Oh?
Is it your favorite? Not really. What is? Maybe green or blue. I might like yellow.
It might be yellow, not I might.
It might be yellow.
You got this.
Oh, those are all cool.
I guess.
I like those colors too.
Awesome.
Like usual, it didn't take long for Shiloh to get fidgety. Hold on. Thought I had a notification, guess I imagined it. Lizzie was his favorite. Without her around, Shiloh didn't seem to know what to do with himself. Cove didn't like your sister. He wasn't that much like you either.
Is Lizzie coming back? Don't know.
Hold on.
Aw.
I'm gonna config something. Gonna make it a little bit slower so it doesn't just magically appear on screen as fast.
Okay.
There we go. That's better.
Where'd she go? I think she's at the beach. Probably. She playing at the park?
Cove Eyes lit up at the mention of the park. He looked towards you. Sorry, I had to turn on the air conditioning really quick.
Okay.
And also put a pain cream on. So give me a quick second.
Yeah, take your time.
Ah.
There's a park? Yep, but it's old. Can you show me? I want to go.
He started getting up before you even answered. Shiloh jumped up beside him in excitement.
Really? You do too, right, Thorgunna? The park is fun.
Our characters don't like the beach. Do they like the park?
Of course they like the park. Yeah, the park is it's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's right at the beach. There's lots of fun stuff to do. And lots of oh god, no.
You want to change your answer?
Yeah.
That's why I was asking.
No.
Oh.
I still want to go see. You do? Yeah.
Like a puppy watching a ping pong match. Shiloh looked back and forth between you and Cove.
So, are we gonna go find Lizzie? I don't know. I never really wanted to see her. I just want to check out the park.
Without any direction, Shiloh finally turned to you.
Okay.
He perked up. Both boys wanted to go. It was only fair. After getting permission from your moms, the three of you were ready to head out. It was a short walk to the park. Lizzie ain't convinced your mom said it was so short she should always be allowed to walk there by herself. When you finally found her, she was hanging out in the jungle gym, swinging back and forth.
Hey, Lizzie.
Her face lit up when she saw you, her big brown eyes going wide. Thorgunna! Shiloh!
Hi.
She dropped to the ground and landed with a soft thud in the sand. In a split second, Shiloh abandoned you two and scrambled over to stand by her. You were used to being left out when it was just three of you, but now Cove was here. You weren't sure if this was an improvement. Who's that?
It's Cove. He's new.
Hi.
I remember. Hi, Cove. Welcome to my park. No one ever comes here. No one ever comes to play here, so this is where we get together. She gestures widely with her arms as if to present the area to the newcomer. Without interrupting Lizzie's speech, Cove whispers here, quiet enough that others won't overhear.
I thought the kids couldn't own places like parks or hills.
Look how smug he is about saying this. You couldn't help but laugh a tiny bit. Well, Lizzie continued talking. You took your chance to kick off your shoes and wiggle your toes through the warm sand. I mean,
No,
if you're there, you're gonna do it because it's warm.
That's a great suggestion, but no.
Nice, huh? In this neighborhood, I'm the one who comes up with the ideas. Sounds like Bossy McBossy Pants.
You are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I am. Who else can handle a job?
Lizzie is the oldest.
By a lot. My mom said you're Thorgana's age.
Yeah.
Thought so. I'm still the only one in this group in double digits.
What about the other kids? Other kids?
There aren't any. We're the only kids here, and Shiloh's just visiting from another place. Not even tourists even really bring their kids here. This is a land of ancients. Be careful of the Odis that try to steal your youth.
Oh.
For a split second, it looked like he might cry again. But something his eyes shifted, and he looked back to Lizzie.
What kind of old people? Like moms or dads or grandparents?
Grandparents who don't have kids, they hate kids.
Why? We haven't done anything.
Let's talk about him like he isn't here.
Only some of them don't like kids.
He interjected quickly, hoping Lizzie wouldn't take things too far. Colt sniffled, his forehead creased in worry. Lizzie was staring Cove down, but Cove wasn't looking at her anymore. He didn't seem to care that she was there. He went on his own ahead. Shiloh was the next to speak, completely unaware of the situation.
I met Lizzie and Thorgana in school. You'll see tons of kids there once summer is over. I don't want to go to a new school. I don't want summer to end.
Shiloh looked down at the dirt. There wasn't much luck striking up conversation with Cove.
I like summer vacation a lot too.
All build-up tension or suddenly vanished when Lizzie laughed. At Shiloh's discomfort, you could see how worried she thought Cove was. That's something entirely else you didn't know, but she laughed. Face scrunched up.
Okay.
Welcome to Sunset Bird Cove. Take your seat, put up your feet, and get used to it. Is right. For the rest of summer, Cove was always here. You saw him more often than Shiloh, and some days, when she was in a bad mood or busy, you saw him more than Lizzie. He became a staple of your life, the way sun and lunch and the beach were. That first summer, you really hadn't been interested in him one way or another. He was just kind of a fact of life. You met with him someone you met with because he was there. Of course, it was only the start of things. And here is the choice, the big choices. You could choose all of them, you could choose to do some of them, or you could choose to do none of them. And I got the DLC, so we can do literally all of them. Including the DLC characters, who you can also choose to either be friends with or romance.
Okay.
What are you
Which one do you
feeling?
suggest?
All of them are pretty fun. Ghost is a little spooky, but you know, it's about ghosts, so there's shopping. Now, because you chosen indifferent instead of friends, shopping is going to be different. The dialogue is going to be different in all of them compared to the other options.
Okay.
So you can take your pick of the choosing. Did I mention the second game is longer then and bigger than this game.
Didn't, but that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a Kickstarter, so I got all the DLC.
Nice.
Including the wedding DLC, where you can romance both characters. There is no DLC characters, but you can romance both main characters that you can have and marry one of them.
That's fun.
In that game, there is a non-binary character you can romance, and a female character you can romance. You can only romance males in this game. Thank you.
Which one?
Spoon.
Okay.
Thank you. My mom came up with the mac and cheese.
Oh, nice. I guess we can do shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Come back before it gets dark. Alright, sport?
A familiar voice drifted across the street and drew your attention away from the snail. You've been watching, itching slowly across the pavement. Cove waited in front of his dad, pushing his green hair back. Oh, 1 minute, everybody, for ads. On my side. Pushing his green hair back off his face, from where the breeze was blowing over his glasses. Blowing it over his glasses. He looked to be paying only mild amount of attention as he was being handed a few slips of green paper. It reminded you when you first met Mr. Holden. Although he's not paying Cove to be friends with himself. Cove Dad seemed to feel your gaze. Somehow. Or maybe you made a noise, because a second later his eyes were on you. He waved over with a smile. Now, I will tell you this. I'm not telling you when, but there are 2 chances to tell Cove about the money. And there's a CG for each. So
Okay.
you could avoid telling him at all costs, or you can tell him at 2 points in the game.
Gotcha.
Up to you. He waved you over with a smile. He looked happy to see you, but you still felt a little awkward for getting caught. You gotta learn to be more sneaky. Just roll nat 20. You brushed your hands together to free them from the sand, and then jogged over to join the 2.
How's it going?
Good to see you again. What excitement are you up to today, Thorgunna? Just taking a walk. Found a pretty cool snail across the road. There's lots of snails around here.
Mr. Holden grinned at you kindly. After you finished answering the question, Mr. Holden's attention returned to Cove, who was preoccupied by folding the bills he had into a tiny rectangle.
Sounds fun. You know, Cove was about to hit the stores by the beach. Why don't you go with him?
You shrugged. Cove was in the process of making a similar motion. You didn't have anything else to do, and you hadn't been to the stores in a few days. Maybe there's something new to look at.
Maybe. Is that okay?
I guess.
I was going by myself, but I guess it is. You don't have to. Great. I'm sure you guys will have loads of fun.
Mr. Holden reached into his pocket and pulled out a leather wallet filled with money. He found it odd. Sorry, I'm eating. You found it odd since your mom's only seemed to have cards in theirs.
Here.
He leaned in to pass a crisp $10 to Cove, giving him a wink and a whisper.
Get something for your friend, too. Sure.
Good kid.
That's my boy.
Cove's dad ruffled his hair. He was straightening back up. As he was straightening back up, yes, I read that correctly. The bill in his hand was still held out towards the green-haired boy.
Take care.
Cove accepted the bill for a second. After a second, slipped it back into his pocket. Then, with one last nod, his dad turned and started walking. He followed him, intrigued by the possibilities this outing might bring. Cove stayed towards the gentle tide creeping up in the sand. And you found a place beside him. It was a nice day. The sun was shining. There weren't many clouds in the sky, though the wind coming off the ocean kept it from being too hot. He took a deep breath, enjoying the sea salt and air ocean. When you look at Cove, he was dragging his feet through the sand a little. He slowed down and waited for him. His eyes searched the ground intently.
You looking for shells?
Cove startled a little at the sound of your voice and mumbled a sort of.
If you see any, you can let me know.
You can manage that. You drop your view into the sand, walking carefully so you didn't step on any. You are good at finding cells. Alright, see you later. Have fun with whatever you gotta do. You had a lot of them home, always found new ones whenever you visited the beach. Comforting sound of waves filled the silence with a pleasant white noise. You played a little game with yourself along the walk, as you walked along, getting close to the water as possible without getting wet. It resulted in you having to run up the sand quickly as the waves rushed in more than a few times. There we go. Although Cope threw a few glances your way, he didn't say a word.
What do you want to go to the shops for? I need a new sand pail. Yeah? What happened to your old one?
Cove narrowed his eyes, seeming to think deeply for a second.
Whoa.
It disappeared. What? Really?
Cove ducked his head down, lacing his fingers behind his back. It did seem like he was going to continue, so he nudged his arm.
How did that happen? Well...
Cove opened his mouth and shut it again, considering.
Took it to the beach one day.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oops.
When I got home, it wasn't anywhere.
You left it there.
Nope, it wasn't at the beach when I went back.
Then you lost it. Oh, that's you.
Disappeared.
So...
What about you? What do you do out here?
I'm assuming you're choosing the top option.
Yeah.
You like the beach fine, but you rarely went down with Lizzie. Today had been a special occasion.
Oh, hey, Mikey. Yeah, I don't really play them that much, but it's a fun experience.
Mm-hmm. It's a very wholesome game.
It has been. Why? I don't know. I guess I'm doing other stuff.
Also, hello, welcome in. Cove seemed personally offended by this revelation. The beach was mad and lot, but it makes sense. His name is Cove after all. Once you reach the shopping area, the noise level grew exponentially. No longer just waves of footsteps, but the chatter of people enjoying this lovely summer day. The call of birds trying to find bits of food left behind. And the salespeople trying to get attention. You sniff the air as you walk beside Cove. You could still smell the sea, but there were a lot of other scents now too. Pizza, pretzels, hot donuts. Ooh, donuts.
It was nice.
The energy surrounding the area seemed to fill you, and there was a bounce in your step if you begin to look at familiar sights. There are so many things to do, you didn't know where to begin. You look at Cove, hoping he was just excited as you were. Cove glanced from one side of the street to the other with a look in his aquamarine eyes that you couldn't quite work out.
What's that?
Cove pointed to the large cloud of people gathering near a few tables, with large, colorful umbrellas blooming from their middles. You couldn't see past the adults who were blocking the way, but you knew it must be something worth seeing. Without another word, you two hurried over to see what was the commotion about. Is Alexander... I was gonna say, do you want to read it or do I?
I can read it.
Alright,
Unless you wanted to read it.
I'll read it. Feast your eyes on the amazing Xander! The center of the crowd was a man with a tall hat. A funny Greek coat had 3 long tails. There was a little table next to him with the tablecloth hanging over that read, "The Amazing Alexander," in glittery golden script. Why tell people his name if it's already on the sign? Cove hummed understanding, then turned to walk away because the amazing Alexander began to shuffle a deck of cards.
Maybe we could stay and watch.
Cove glanced back at the men, then he briefly lifted his arms up to his sides before returning them to their place. You grinned, waving him to follow you as you raced back to stand in the crowd. With that, it began. The man pulled one card out of the deck and showing the curious onlookers. It was a 4 of diamonds. Watch closely. You did. You squeezed through a few adult onlookers to get a better view. Suddenly the man snapped his fingers and the card just disappeared.
Whoa.
The Maisie Alexander, who had earned his title, of course he did, turned his head and looked directly at you, reaching out with a kind smile. What's this behind your ear?
Tell me.
This had to be going somewhere and you need to find out. He smelled like popcorn and candy when he stepped closer. It was great. He felt a tug and when he pulled the full 4 diamonds out from behind your ear,
What?
you know it couldn't really have come from your ear, but you still didn't get how he done it. There's light pause from the crowd and the man gave a deep bow. I wouldn't mind smelling like popcorn. This is for you. The magician plucked a pair of balloons from the clump of them tied down on his table. Both were shaped like dolphins instead of being normal circles. One for your friend too. Thank you for being my assistant.
Wow.
Now you are really grateful he chose you. After that, I went to somebody else in the crowd. Pick a card, any card.
My uncle does that every time he visits. Not the balloons, the stuff with cards.
Poe looked politely when reaching over to take the balloon that had been designated for him. I don't know why, but whenever I read visual novels, I get stuffy. Maybe I'm allergic to them.
Maybe. Maybe they're invading you.
Maybe. Maybe I'm becoming part of a visual novel every time I read it.
A visual novel isekai.
Exactly. I mean, I wouldn't mind isekai into this world. It's exactly like our world.
Except for more sand
Eh.
and popcorn people.
Oh my god. Just pick.
You wondered if Kove's whole family was magic.
May you pick this one?
Yeah.
If so, he was lucky. The crowd started to clear some, and you noticed aside there was a whole rack of brightly colored kaleidoscopes on display. I'm surprised I got that word.
Hell yeah.
What are we feeling?
Picked up a Rubik's Cube.
Ah, Rubik's Cubes.
Ooh, these are cool. Really hold my balloon while I look at this.
Hope nodded, taking your balloon and holding it the same hand as his own, so you could get a good grip of the cube. He stood next to you, watching you attempt to match the colors in colored rows. You managed to put all the green squares on one side of the cube, but there are still 5 more sides to go. Deciding it was something that you should continue another time, you set the cube back on the rack and took your balloon from Cove, who moved to the other side of the stall. He went under awning, careful of his floating dolphin, and you joined him.
Do you have places like this in your old town?
Hope leaped at you for a moment and wondered if you shouldn't have asked. You knew how much you missed that place.
Not really.
You nodded with understanding and looked over to nearby stalls. While Cove looked at sand pails, you were drawn to the table with colorful keychains laid out among them. They were all sewed in shapes of sea creatures. There was a plaque reading "Handmade," standing out proudly in front. Do you think they're handmade?
Yeah.
There were lots of different types. You saw a dolphin, a shark, a crab, and a turtle. Which one are you feeling?
Turtle.
Turtle all the way?
Yeah.
Your hand stopped on the sleeping turtle, and barely poking its head out of the shell. It had a few flecks of metallic green on its back that caught the sunlight when you picked it up. You remembered the turtles you'd seen in movies. You'd been memorized by the way they gently guided through the water. Hi, Lottie! Welcome in! You were instantly enamored. Checking out the piece, though, you felt your heart dropped. Ah, you're on break from work? Well, welcome in. You didn't know much about money. $6. You didn't know much about money, but the thought of it's to spend a lot on one thing. You rarely had more than $5 to your name.
Is that what you want? Huh? Oh. It's $6. I didn't bring any money.
Alright.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't have to.
Cove didn't mind that. He took the keychain from your hand, and that was that. He was holding a small yellow bucket for himself.
My dad told me to.
You smiled, pleased to have things worked out. It was nice of Cove's dad to let Cove buy something for you too. You had to remember to thank him next time you saw him. After Cove paid, the two of you stepped out of the store side by side, your blue dolphins knocking together, spiraling in the air. You watched Cove hold up his new pail to his face, examining it thoroughly.
Hey, Cove. Yeah? I really like this keychain.
Oops, sorry.
Thank you.
Cove shrugged, looking at the sea creature with impassive eyes. Cove looked further up the street, where different food carts were lined up. Cove rested a non-cast arm over his stomach. As he did, yours let out a slight light growl. You hadn't eaten since breakfast, and after all this wandering around, you were already ready for some lunch.
Let's get some food. Yeah.
You two wandered around a short while, looking at the delicacies that were available. Everything looked delicious, and there was different smells, both sweet and salty. Waffled over to you, your stomach growling louder. After passing up hot dogs, snow globes, ice cream, and pizza. Passing up pizza? How dare. You both agreed on pretzels. Go get something sweet, it's cinnamon, and you... What are you feeling? I like sweet and cinnamon, but cheese or chocolate sounds really good too.
cheese sounds good.
Cheese? Okay. You licked your lips hungry as the vendor handed over your pretzel. We're ready to take a big bite. See, I don't like the yellow cheese on it. I like the white cheese to go on it.
Like mozzarella provolone.
Mm-hmm. Provolone, yes. Or monster cheese.
Monster cheese.
Mm-hmm. It's a different type of cheese. You should try it sometime. I don't believe it's monster. I believe it's Munster. Is how you pronounce it correctly.
Gotcha. Okay. It's like, what poor monster do they have locked up in a cave?
No, not monster. I believe Stoff spelled it correctly.
Yeah. Very, very questionable.
I also really like goat cheese mixed with honey.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Mm.
Coming this fall, Monsters Inc. 4.
The monster cheese.
The monster cheese is ready.
You licked your lips hungrily at the vendor, as the vendor handed your pretzel over, ready to take a big bite. It was covered in gooey, melty cheese, just the way you liked it. It seems odd to get dessert pretzels before eating normal food. You found an empty table close enough to the beach that the grit of the sand made terrible noises when you dragged the chairs out to sit down.
These balloons are gonna make it hard to eat.
Bill placed his bucket on the table and stared at his still balled up hand that was wrapped around the string. You opened your mouth to agree, but an idea hit you.
Oh, I know.
After carefully placing your pretzel down somewhere it wouldn't get sandy, you tugged the balloon out of Cole's hand and tied it in a delicate bow around his wrist.
Oh,
Cole bounced his arm up and down to test out the stability of your knot. After watching his balloon jostle around but remained attached, he smiled satisfied.
Can you do it for me?
He repeated the ritual, struggling somewhat with the cast restrictions, restricting his fingers on one hand and the string already tangled around the other.
okay.
Got it.
The two of you spent a moment admiring your handiwork, both hands now free to allow munching on your pretzel. You know something's gonna happen with the balloon.
I hope not.
You bit into the doughy treat, savoring the taste on your tongue with a smile as you look over the ocean. After time you finished your pretzel, you were done before Cove. It was not boring to have done it to do anything. It was boring not to do anything. You pulled on the string of your balloon, bringing it down to your level, and then you held the dolphin in your hands, manipulating to look like it was jumping through the air. You turned your face towards the beach, almost looked like it was swimming in the waves like a real dolphin. A laugh came from your side. When you glanced back at Cove, he was ready to remain part of his pretzel. He left the remaining part of his pretzel in the wrapper, and he was gliding his dolphin too. What are we feeling here?
My name is Cherry. She's actually an alien. When no one is looking, she transforms back into her true alien self. She has purple skin and 10 eyes.
You sighed, wishing you could meet a real-life alien.
What's yours?
Oh yeah, so people are gonna see if people go online for me. For, Steam.
Okay.
I'll turn it offline so that doesn't happen again. Hold on.
Yeah, let me. BRB, so I don't see all your stuff.
I mean, I don't care. How do I turn it off again?
I think if you go to Steam, top left.
Oh, right here?
Other side. It's a little Steam next to view. Yeah, then go to settings.
I click go offline, it's not working. Oh, here we go. Okay, it worked.
Okay.
I don't mind people seeing my page, but it's whatever.
Okay.
Cove considered the question, placing a balloon against his table, resting his free arm across the contemplating.
It's
With a loud pop, the dolphin exploded into ribbons. Rest in peace, balloon.
oh no.
For a second, all Cove did was gasp in shock. Gabe, in shock. Like you. His cheeks puffed up, squinting his eyes. You saw tears start to glisten.
Offer to give Cove your balloon. You can have my balloon instead if you want it.
Hope looked over at you, frowning.
I don't want yours. Oh,
Hi, Ray! Welcome in. How are you doing? We felt bad for Cove, but we're secretly glad. You really liked the little dolphin and weren't eager to give it up. You're busy at work? Then go. Unless you're listening to me for background music, which you're allowed to, don't watch the stream. Cove spent the rest of the outing sniffling. Didn't say much else. Passing off Cove's balloon was the last major event of your adventure. At the end, the two of you headed back to late that afternoon. You separated at the beach, while Cove went straight home to his brand new sail pail in hand. You decided to sit for a while. You're at break. That's perfectly fine. You watch the waves and the sunset, fiddling with your new keychain. Another summer day was drawing to a close. It's been nice for the most part. Hopefully there wouldn't be any tears next time. And that's one done. These are very long, by the way, if you couldn't tell.
yeah, they have a lot in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just hope we don't lose a balloon every time.
So which one do you want to do next?
We can go ahead and do the next one. Grown up.
Alright. Do you mind if really quick I take medicine for my stomach really quick?
Yeah, of course. Take your time.
Thank you. I will BRB really quick, everybody. And also feeling lightheaded, so
Yeah.
just give me a quick second to take a break and catch up with breathing and everything.
Sure thing.
Sorry
Welcome
about
back,
that.
Scarlet. Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it.
So what were you two talking about?
Oh, we were talking about the visual novel and the game I was playing in the background, Idle Champions. And then some retail.
Okay. I still gotta beat Deltarune.
Yeah, have you gotten into the recently released stuff?
No.
It's like Cuphead. Oh, yeah, I've seen someone play through Cuphead, and that sounds...
Horrifying. Nightmare
Yep.
fueled.
I feel like I would die hundreds of times, at the very least.
One sweltering summer day. Also, I picked the part that you...
The grown-up?
Yeah, also fuck Raid Shadow Legends. I can see you guys talking about that. I tried playing before. It's like every other mobile game that isn't interesting.
Yeah, I personally haven't played it, but...
I just
have
played
given
it.
up on mobile games.
I played it before people started promoting it on YouTube. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it seems... kinda... what's the word? Predatory?
It is.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue for me with mobile games. Everything, there's just too many ways to spend your money and walls that you have to climb over if you don't want to spend money.
That's why I like playing mobile games with the data off.
Like data collection?
Yeah. No, I literally turned Wi-Fi off.
Oh, yeah. That definitely helps out with ads. Because they are littered with ads. The 5-minute sponsor of Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah. That was especially true like 5-ish years ago. Maybe even more. Like everyone was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Dude. I really
Music
like
is
this
very
music.
cozy.
It gives me that cozy feeling.
Yeah, the aesthetics and art. I guess the aesthetics, audio, all that stuff is absolutely that has been really good about the game. Very cozy feeling, and the story so far has been really good too. You have to play Raid to get the money? Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, fuck Raid.
Yeah, 4 to 5 years ago, yeah. That's when I remember seeing everything about it, about that game. We're almost thankful that he got hacked. Like, oh, just take it. I don't care.
Let's see. One sweltering summer day, you were in your living room with Cove, listening to the sound of the birds chattering outside the window, while you lay across the rug on the floor. Cove's dad dropped off earlier, and your mom's left the two of you, along with Lizzie, to play amongst yourselves. Perfect. It had been too hot to go outside in the afternoon, at least according to Mommy. So your sister was starting to get impatient, waiting for her golf class that evening. The three of you had trouble finding something to do. The beach and the playground were off limits. You felt that it was too warm for anything like playing with your fuzzy toys animals. Yeah, I know the feeling. Then suddenly a light came to Lizzie's big brown eyes. A smile spread across her face. Let's see. Having an idea gave her a new wave of energy. Since we're stuck inside, we should be adults. They don't play outdoors anyways. They go inside and tell everybody they're too busy to play.
Why?
Duh.
I said why. It'll be fun, duh.
What do they do inside that we don't? Besides use the phone a lot.
A small huff, exhaling a small huff, Lucy decides to ignore Cove.
What do you think?
Thorgunna, what do you think? Do you want to? Now, there are two options. We don't have to do this, or we could be a part of it.
Thought we could come up with something else.
But that's what I said I'm gonna do. It's not as fun when I play pretend adults by myself.
Do you do that a lot?
What's it to hiccup. What's it to you? Looking at Lizzie, it seems like Cove felt like he could understand where she was coming from. He sighed.
Do you really not want to play with Thorgunna?
It was clear he wanted some way out, but still felt guilty about it.
Okay, I'll stay. I hope this is as fun as you're promising it'll be.
Lizzie looked at you, dead serious. It's the most exciting idea I've had all week. So satisfied neither of you were going to bail on her, Lizzie thought over her options while you watched. Thought over her options. After a few seconds, she clapped her hands together and beat, apparently having settled on something without asking either of you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna be a professional golfer. Thorgunna, you and Cove can be a beach ball player, a gymnast, or a tennis player.
Why can't we pick anything we want?
Ah, well, kids are technically miniature adults, so... Am I wrong? Cappy? I asked, well, kids are miniature adults.
Yeah. Kind of like cubs and bears.
Yeah, so Lizzie, the only female in this group, is like 13, I believe, and then Cove and Thorgunna is 8 years old.
Yeah, we kids.
Because I have a fun idea, that's why.
And we have to play sports as adults?
Yep.
But there's other kinds of sports too. Well, thank you for
Right?
the stretch. See you, buddy. Hope you have a good day.
See ya. It isn't the same. What do you think, Thorgunna? Don't those choices sound super cool? You wanna be that, huh? Oh, Chase, thank you for the follow.
Isn't there anything else we can be?
Lizzie stomped a foot on the ground. Nope, come on. You just decide already. Knowing Lizzie won't let it go anytime soon, you sighed. Cove was not impressed with Lizzie's attitude, though he didn't bother talking more about it now. He thought the other list of possibilities: beach volleyball, gymnastics, or tennis. Out of all of them, you preferred to play...
Tennis.
tennis? You remember Mommy had a couple of old tennis rackets lying around somewhere, but you forgot where you'd seen them last. You checked the attic for them. The Lizzie probably wouldn't let you run off, and do that now that she had you here. Yeah, that was clearly the top option.
Okay, I'm gonna be a tennis player.
All right.
How about you, Cove?
I pick volleyball.
I should have known. Okay, so Thorgunna, you're gonna be a famous tennis player. Cove, you're on a popular beach volleyball team, and Lizzie's ponytail bobbed as she proudly stretched her arms wide. We're Olympic athletes who just competed in the Olympics. I am butchering that name.
The Olympics?
Yes, I butchered saying it.
Ah,
Cove didn't seem that all impressed with the announcement. He made a face and adjusted his glasses on his nose.
that's really specific.
Rude.
That's what makes it fun anyways. Lizzie marched back and forth in front of both of you, getting lost in her own imagination. I won all the gold medals and people are calling me the next Mickey Wright. Who is Mickey Wright?
Not sure. Let me look them up.
Okay.
Um,
I will wait while you look that up.
Professional golfer.
Huh.
They passed away.
Oh. What the? I mean, I want to try this, but I'm sending this to you.
Who's that?
Lizzie stopped on the spot and turned on him, her brown eyes shining with impatience. It doesn't matter if you know who she is. It's a golf thing. You guys won medals too. Cove, your team was bronze, and Thorgunna, you barely missed out on the gold and got silver. It was more real if we're not in first place.
Silver's not bad. Nice.
May not be first place, but you know silver medals were really good to get at the Olympus. Blah.
But it isn't gold.
Sorry.
Lots of people lose at the Olympics. There we go. Them's the breaks.
You're the one who did, not me.
Okay. Also, what do you think about what I sent you?
Oh.
The ice cream.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'd be willing to try it.
I don't know.
Oh my god. I think you might get a kick out of this. Sorry, I'm waiting for the nausea to go away.
Oh, you're good. Take your time. Oh, jeez.
Oh. Oh no. I did not realize those were pants.
Oh, that. I feel like someone should have stopped him.
Exactly. Also, you can see what I get on my timeline. It's bull.
Yeah, that's a very unfortunate name.
Alright, let's get back to it, shall we?
Sure thing.
Lizzie looked back at Cove's declaration, and as the thought of losing was completely absurd. No way! It wouldn't make sense. I already practiced golf myself. Also, welcome back from the ads, everybody. She took golfing stance to make her point and pretended to swing her club and hit the invisible ball. You know, I gotta admit, these parents are doing very well for themselves.
Yeah, it's a very expensive looking house. There's only 3 people living in that. Oh, 4, but they have a table with 8 chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And that kitchen looks like it's going to be very nice.
Yeah. She took a golfing stance to make her point, pretending to swing a club and hit an invisible ball. So what kind of house do you want to live in? Cove had to change his mind about winning, but thinking about where he'd live as an adult appealed to him, apparently because he looked back at Lizzie with some of the anger fading.
I'm gonna live on the beach.
And some people do. I would not because, risk of, natural disasters that could destroy it.
Yeah, really high risk there.
Lizzie made a face at him, poking out her tongue. That's kind of boring. We already have that.
No, not like the normal houses here, with the streets. On it, right on the sand, by the water.
And just like that, the tension was back. Oops, I accidentally skipped. You hadn't even had a chance to choose where you would want to live. Not even a fun or smart cove. You can't live on a bunch of sand and shells.
But I want to, and I will.
Cove narrowed his eyes at Lizzie, even though she stood half a head taller than him.
You didn't give out a list of things to pick from this time, so I'm picking that. Are we even playing pretend if we can't imagine anything?
Jeez.
Jeez, well, I'm going to live in a mansion far away from here and far away from you. One with an indoor pool and a place to practice my award-winning golfing.
It's not fair.
How come you were yelling about mine when your idea is even more impossible?
Lizzie's face flushed red, her hands balling into a fist at her sides. It's not impossible, and it's way better than yours. Disagreements seemed to always crop up when the two of them were together. You always feel like you're stuck in the middle. But when it came to the topic at hand, this time you thought, I would be tired of choosing between the two of them.
Yeah. You're tired of deciding between either of them.
You didn't engage with the bickering, instead dreamt up your own dream house. We weren't going to share a castle. Let's make a castle instead. It's bigger than both of them.
Exactly. I'll rule over them.
You weren't going to share your idea with them either. You already knew it was going to be a good one.
You can swim whenever you want if you live on the beach.
We can still swim everywhere we want from where we live now. Being a little closer doesn't mean anything.
Says you.
The two of them scowled at each other. You're being so I was about to say reasonable. You're being so unreasonable. You...
I don't get what you want. This game doesn't make any sense.
Ugh.
It does. You just have to be really realistic. I said that.
But you're not.
You have no idea how to make them stop at this point. Seems like the two of them would just keep working each other up as long as they could. Nothing you said so far kept them from being mad. Thankfully, the greeting card angel, Mom walked into the room. I actually this time do have a notification. Oops, almost joined a different VC. Lizzie rushed over to her, clinging to the hem of her shirt and poking out her tongue at Cove. Lizzie, Thorgana, it's time to get ready to go.
You alright with that?
Sorry you have to leave already, Cove. Their mommy said she'll walk you home so you won't have to be left in the cold. Cove still glaring at Lizzie, his face flushed red with anger.
I can go by myself.
But without giving Mom a chance to stop him, Cove stood up and stalked out of the room, shoulders drawn tight.
Huh?
Okay. Worried, Mommy looked down at you and Lizzie. You two were playing nice with your new friend, weren't you? What are we doing here?
Told the truth.
Ah, being a snitch, obviously. No, I'm joking. Alright,
We were
stuff.
playing pre-
Sorry,
we were
sorry.
playing- Oh, you're good. We were playing pretend, and things got intense. They're like cats and dogs.
Your sister's jaw dropped. Looking betrayed. Mom put hands on her hips. Elizabeth! I told you to be kind to him. He's having a hard time right now. Lizzie's mouth closed back up, replaced by a tiny frown. I know I tried, but he was...
That's enough.
No buts. We both know you could show someone a great time when you put your mind to it. We're going to apologize to Cove and his dad over the phone when he gets home from work tonight. Lizzie hung her head, dragging her foot across the ground in front of her. Okay, Mom. Good girl. You know, I bet some people would be interested in having me have a voice redeem. Like that. I'm not gonna do it. You caught a piece of Lizzie sulking to herself about how it's her fault too, but it was over. His fault too. Alright, better get moving now.
Let's go.
Moving on. Okay. I will have a redeem of me saying that once I get my Yandere model. How about that?
Oh, yeah. That would fit.
Yeah. Let's go, kids. Neala? Is it Neala?
I assume it's Noelani.
Neloani. Where did you leave the car keys? Ah, that's smart stuff. Your mom hustled you out the door, and you noticed during the car ride to golf practice, Lucy was quieter than usual. She's usually first one to request the music to listen to in the car. She didn't say anything. Your parents noticed she wasn't in the mood to be bothered. They gave her space. Mommy just asked you what you'd like to listen to.
You chose a song you knew Lizzie liked. Maybe that would cheer her up.
Being the nice sibling, I see. You're happy to see you brighten up her right away, as she started to sing along with you. Soon enough, her bad mood was a thing of the past. When the car ride was over, you spent twilight hour watching Lizzie hit things with other girls her age. You didn't know much about golf, but you could tell she really liked it, as you sat with your mom trying to puzzle it out. It was nice sitting outside after being cooped up in the house all day. You stretched out your legs and let a few minutes of the sun warm your skin. When the sun was finally out of sight, dipping beyond the horizon, you get ready to leave. Instead of going straight home, your mom took you out to dinner. You went to a restaurant you've been to going ever since you could remember. Hi, level 1 wizard, how are you?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
The whole afternoon had been a bunch of shouting. You haven't been able to stop, and you can kind of tell this helped Lizzie be less angry. We are playing a visual novel because I need a break from open world games. The car ride was quiet, only radio providing escape from silence. Lizzie had been in better spirits now, but the closer you got to the neighborhood, the more she wiggled in her seat and frowned at the window.
That has been good.
This is a very wholesome visual novel. You don't even have to romance people. You could still get good endings. And, still, like, be friends with people and stuff. There are no bad endings, which is what I like. She knew what was coming when you all got back home. Clearly she was dreading it. Surely enough, Mom turned onto your street, then reversing into the driveway. When she cut the ignition, it was dead silent. No one spoke, only unbuckled their seats, opened the door. Lizzie was the last one out. There is a game I want to play that's like D&D. If I can look for it. Let's see, Cappy, can you take over while I look for the game?
Sure. Once everyone was inside and done taking off their shoes, she propped her hands on her hips.
So,
Now then, Mr. Holden's car is in his driveway, so he should be back home from work. That's good news, isn't it, Elizabeth? You and Cove can hash things out before the day's done.
Lizzie didn't complain or put up a fight. Her head ducked so she didn't have to meet anyone's eyes. She nodded once.
Good. Let's move to the kitchen then. Mom, yeah, I'm looking for the game.
Okay. Mom went over to the house phone, the rest of you following behind her. Mommy put a gentle hand on Lizzie's shoulder as they walked side by side. Watch them from the back. This was only happening because you told on Lizzie. But it was her fault for doing it in the first place. You hadn't done anything wrong by telling the truth. It wasn't like Lizzie was going to say it on her own. The four of you stood around the kitchen in a lopsided square. All eyes were on Lizzie, who kept her gaze on her feet. You remember the number for Cove's house, don't you, honey? Lizzie jerked her head in another nod, sullen. Without further prompting, she stepped forward and she began to dial.
Yeah, I'll
reached
find
over.
it later.
I gotcha.
Mom reached over and pressed the button on the base. Suddenly, you could hear the phone ringing. She turned on the speaker. The phone rang a couple times to stop. Mr. Holden's warm voice came through the other end.
Evening, Holden residence.
Lizzie looked over at Mommy, unsure. She nodded encouragingly.
uh,
Hi, Mr. Holden. It's, Lizzie, can I talk to Cove?
Absolutely.
Lizzie Kikloki? What a
Oh my
surprise.
god, I forgot that was the last name.
But of course you can say hey to the little boy.
He sounded cheerful as usual, though definitely meant it when he said it was a surprise. You thought hard and you were sure that your sister had never called Cove's house before. Mom spoke up before Mr. Holden or Lizzie could say more. Her arms were crossed over her chest, her lips pursed. Hi, Cliff. How did you say the name was again?
I believe it's Noelani.
Nelawani. Thorgana and I are here too. Good evening. We're sorry to bother you so late. Of course we gotta speak up.
Spoke up to say hello to.
Hi. Oh, this is you.
Hi, Mr. Holden. The gang's all here, huh? Something the matter?
His voice grew a bit concerned. Mommy was quick to reassure him. No, well, yes. But it's going to be okay. Liz and Cove had a bit of a fight today. We're hoping to help the two of them talk and make up. Is it a good time for you and Cove?
What?
A fight? Cove didn't tell me anything about that when I came home. It does explain the funk he's been in tonight.
He chuckled lightly. Despite that, it didn't seem like he really thought it was funny. Voice crack.
Anyway, it's good you didn't catch us at a bad time. I'll go grab him for you.
There was some shuffling on the other end. He must have not gone far because you could still hear him calling out.
Cove? There's someone on the other phone for you.
After a beat of silence, there was more muffled talking from Cove's dad.
Come on, bud. Lizzie called just so she could talk to you.
Took a bit of back and forth through conversation, one-sided, since you couldn't hear Cove properly. Eventually, Cove took the phone from his dad.
Hi.
Hello?
Oh, hey, it's Lizzie.
Yeah, I know. Dad told me.
Cove's tone was defensive. Lizzie turned to Mom, scowling. One stern look from her, though, and Lizzie turned away.
Sorry.
I just called to say I'm sorry for not playing nice with you today. I won't do it again. Lizzie's eyes were downcast. Her voice lowered. You could tell she felt uncomfortable apologizing to Cove in front of everybody. Still, she was still being genuine about feeling bad. Cove must have realized that too, because he sighed quietly.
I went cold.
Of course it's what he wants.
Bribe.
Lizzie was momentarily silent by the demand. You couldn't understand why that mattered so much to him. Alright, you win the gold.
Okay. I guess I'm sorry too.
A sense of relief washed over everyone as he accepted the apology. Mom uncrossed her arms while Mommy's shoulders relaxed. Lizzie's eyebrows raised up. You wonder if she thought that he'd refuse her apology.
Dad, can I get off the phone now?
You couldn't see him, but it was obvious Cole felt awkward about the situation. He had come off uncomfortable the entire time, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go back to your room if you want. Be sure to say goodbye first, though. Bye, Lizzie.
Bye. With that, Cole must have handed the phone to his dad and left, since Mr. Holden spoke up.
That's a relief.
All's well that ends well, as they say. Thanks for arranging this. I'm sure he appreciates it.
As Mom replied, Lizzie tugged on Mommy's hand to catch her attention. Can I go now too?
Good job.
Sure, sweetie. Thank you very much for apologizing, Cove. Mom flashed a brief smile at Lizzie and nodded her agreement. Given permission to leave, Lizzie scurried off towards the stairs. She seemed to feeling much better with the incident behind her. Mom and Mommy returned to the phone, taking out speaker. They continued to talk to Mr. Holden. You couldn't tell what about. You're glad it was the end of it all. Lizzie and Cove might not get along, and probably still won't, but they weren't mad at each other anymore. Mom and Mommy weren't upset either. Everything finally back to normal. With that thought, you retreated to your own room with a spring in your step.
Oh, good.
Which one are you feeling next?
We could do a long day.
You want to do it in order then, I take it.
Yeah.
It's getting really warm in here. Give me a second.
Sure thing.
Why is it at 80?
Oh, jeez.
I turned on cool because it has a fan function in it. And apparently the room is at 80 degrees. No wonder it feels really warm.
Yeah, that's very hot.
Not to mention I'm wearing a jacket just to make sure I don't get cold when the air goes off.
True.
It was another scorching summer day, the kind where no sooner than you finish one cup of water, you already filled it up again. Everyone else had something going on, so the afternoon was just you and Shiloh. This doesn't happen much, especially when since Cova had arrived. Without Lizzie around, Shiloh looked at you for all the answers. It made you feel...
I think I'm back.
Yeah, you're back. I didn't know you left. What happened?
Yeah, OBS disconnected. I think we lost internet for a slight second.
You're fine, you're fine.
Just gonna wait for OBS to reconnect. There we go. That's weird. OBS does hate me at times. Okay, so what had happened?
Basically it's a really hot summer where it was explained that it's so hot that once you drink one cup of water, you'll want to drink another.
Okay. What is the options in reference to?
You're with Shiloh at the moment, and usually you're not with Shiloh.
Ah, gotcha.
And right now you're in charge.
Pleased.
You might not be in the double digits like your sister, but he was only 7, being the oldest, and getting to be the leader was a nice change of pace. You drained yet another drink, frowned at the empty vessel, and your thirst was gone, but you still craved something icy cold and refreshing. Something sweet. Something like... What are we feeling?
Oh, popsicle?
I would choose ice cream, but that's just me having a sweet tooth.
Normally, yes, but I feel like if it's a hot day, that's just gonna make you incredibly thirsty.
Oh boy.
Hmm?
Drama. I'll give you a second to look.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh, today's Earth Day? I remember, to share a story. I remember getting treats from school from Earth Day.
You got a tree from school on Earth Day?
Yeah. Elementary school, at least.
Yeah, you should never start drama on Earth Day. Mother Earth will put you in timeout.
Hmm. Also, welcome in. It's Punk Mikey. How are you today? Yeah, I'm doing good too. You wanted something bright and fruity. There's nothing like that to be found at home. You knew without needing to look. Your mom didn't keep sweets in the house. There were plenty of places such as goodies you could obtain, but they were at shops and demand payment in exchange of their products.
You ask Shiloh for help. Shiloh, do you have any money?
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh, let me check.
That was easy. You felt like you should tell him what you were asking. Why you were asking.
Thanks. I want a popsicle, but my mom doesn't keep any here.
Let's see. Shiloh rummaging his backpack and proudly creating an assortment of coins, plus one stray button. You see the button. You set the buttons that it counted the coins in neat piles. Just over $1, you know, says Shiloh. He almost certainly came up to the same conclusion, but he was watching you expectantly.
It's a start.
I'm so tired of drama. But yes, apparently there has to be more drama with the digital circus.
Jeez.
I'm guessing you're picking it just to start?
Yep.
Shiloh beams at you.
We'll need to find some more. Okay.
The two of you lifted the couch cushion, sticking tiny hands down deep down. I hate doing this, by the way. The crevices part.
Yeah, searching for stuff in the couch cushion.
Yeah, because you never know what could be in there, like old food or. Blech.
Yeah, I just take the cushions off, so I don't have to do that.
Yeah, especially you gotta clean it. Two of you lift the couch cushion, sticking tiny hands down deep crevices of the sofa, under the furniture, and gouging the back of the drawers. Most of what you found is useless or gross. Ah, well, come in. I do not have any water. I will get some in a second. Actually, I could just text my mom it, so I don't have to leave.
Fair enough.
I
Let's
must
do a rain
go.
dance.
I could do a rain dance. No, I'll go get water really quick. You guys can jam up to the music while I go get water, because I'm being demanded. I'll be quick.
Sounds good.
I am getting thirsty, anyways.
So cozy.
Okay. Sorry about that. I stopped to get food.
You're good.
Alright, time to drink some water.
What food did you get?
Alright. Ready to continue?
I sure am.
More what you found was useless or gross. Bent paper clips, fluffy wisp of dust or sandy crumbs. Whatever saw option you would strike silver or bronze and add it to the growing pile of coins. Dusty and disheveled from checking every room, squinting everything into a... I just drink water. So I'll do that in a couple seconds. Every tiny nook. The two of you finished your pool of finds. Sheldon held his breath as he counted the coins again. I thought that said 200.
$3 million.
Yeah.
$2.53 and 2 buttons.
Also, Pastaru, if that's how I pronounce your username correctly. How did you find me, if you don't mind me asking? You didn't know where the second button had decided to join the party, but you were too pleased with the suggestion, Paul, to throw it out.
Is that enough?
Also, sorry for taking so long, everybody.
You're fine.
You figured he knew the answer, but you appreciate him recognizing your authority on the financial and ice cream matters. You straighten up before making your pronouncement.
Yeah, we've got enough.
You could afford something from the shops. Just one thing, but that was definitely better than none. Shiloh clapped his hands.
Yay!
The two of you dashed outside, the promise of sugar beyond you on your destination, where, breathless but happy, you stared at the overwhelming number of options. You knew what you wanted, but it wasn't just you who had contributed to the funds to get the treat. He seemed to notice your pause.
Aren't you getting a popsicle?
Oh no, wait, let me look you up while we're playing the game. Shiloh acts as though he was entirely separate from the decision, rather than somebody with a stake on the outcome.
Do you mind?
Shiloh cocked his head to the side.
It was your idea. You should choose.
Oh yeah, now I remember you. Yeah. You were playing Baldur's Gate today. Could I get a shout out for them, please? Your model's very cute, by the way, I have to say. Or PNG, whichever one you prefer.
Try to get something you both wanted anyway.
It wasn't fair for you to be the only one deciding he was the main factor of making this happen. Some of the money came directly from his backpack.
What do you like?
Thank you. It's a ball gown.
All of them. They're so good.
You press further. Some people
What do you...
compared it to a wedding cake, but I mean, I can't unsee it now.
What do you really like? Popsicles or ice creams? Which is your favorite? Oh, it's so hard to pick. I don't know.
Frustrated, you cut to the heart of the matter.
Do you want me to choose? Yeah.
Do you want to know what he actually likes, or do you want to go with, picking what you want?
Yeah, what does he like?
I believe I remember correctly, he likes ice cream sandwiches.
Okay.
That was that. You got the dessert you wanted originally and hoped Shiloh would actually like it too. Finally, the reward had your hard work in your hands. You sucked on the fruity popsicle you bought, the icy treat cooled you down perfectly, and the zesty flavor was refreshing. You held out to Shiloh so you could take a turn. He shook his head.
We could finish it.
He didn't want any? After everything he did to get it. That was weird.
You tried to include Shiloh.
Even if Shiloh was okay, every story you see on TV or read in a book, that sharing was caring, stood your ground, even as the treat started to trickle dangerously towards your fingers.
It's only fair that you have some. You both bought it. But you want it more than I do. And getting to play was a lot of fun already. So you can have it. That's more fair.
You held it out to him.
I want you to have some even more than I want to finish it. So eat your part.
Relenting, Shiloh took the treat and gave it a taste. His eyes lit up.
Thank you.
It's really good, thank you.
You smiled, pleased with your good deed.
You picked the best one.
Did he mean that? Shiloh was always nice no matter what happened. Even if he hated it, you knew he wouldn't say no. Maybe he thought it was gross, and that's the real reason why he didn't want to take some. You had no idea. Also, if you guys want to join my Discord server, I have two Discord servers. A group Discord server with my VTuber group, and another group for my personal Discord. Of course, you don't have to join. I know joining Discords are not, like, you could join a lot and then you'll run out of room to join Discords, but you all are welcome to join if you want to. They're in the About section. You study him as he ate a little more. He had every appearance of enjoying himself. Still weird. The two of you began to head back home as he ate. You walked side by side on the shore in silence, but your thoughts kept drifting to the boy beside you. Why didn't he speak up for himself? It's almost as if Shiloh didn't know how to say how he felt, or was too afraid to. What are we picking?
Thinking, are we friends?
Shiloh opened his eyes wise. Wise? No, wide. Also added 1 minute, everybody. Seemingly caught off guard to the blunt question.
Yeah, I think so.
He said that, but friends should be able to talk to each other without being scared. If Shiloh couldn't do that, would you have been real friends at all? He rubbed his hands together nervously over your non-reaction.
I'm sorry.
You weren't sure how sorry he would be without knowing what he even apologized for, but you shook your head.
You didn't do anything.
It's true. Shiloh hadn't done something mean. He's gone out of his way to make you happy. That didn't seem like anything bad. It didn't bother you.
I just don't know if you like me. It's like it did. Well, words. It's like it doesn't matter what I do. You're gonna act the same. I could be anyone, and you wouldn't care. No, I like you. I really, really like you, Thorgana. I want to be friends. Okay.
You smiled hesitantly at him, his fingers creased. Even though you weren't sure if you believed him, it was only making things worse. You decided maybe there were all types of friends. If Shiloh wasn't able to do things differently, this would have to be alright. Shiloh made you unsure about setting the label on experience of spending the afternoon with just him. There have been good times and there have been confusing ones. We're positive. You were positive about one thing at least. The treat was delicious. That was nice. The sun was low at the horizon as you returned to your neighborhood. You spotted 2 familiar figures ahead, Lucy and Cove. You opened your mouth to make your presence known to them, just as you saw tears of Cove's face. You walked straight over, Shiloh on your heels. Once you were there,
Carefully asked about what happened.
without a time machine, the only way you were able to find out was asking the witnesses. Lucy might have done something, but she could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, or even come to Cove's aid. You wanted to hear the story.
Cove, what happened?
Thorgana.
I got yelled at.
He took a deep breath, steadying breath.
Some grandparents got mad at me.
Ah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lizzie jerked her head to the direction of the nearby house. Your heart sunk. You knew exactly what had happened. Every year, the same mean old couple rented out a condo for the summer. You, Lizzie, Shiloh knew to stay away from them, but Cove couldn't have.
They're like that with everyone.
Even your mom struggled. Ah, you guys came in well, great! Banana raid, I love that. I will wait a second because you guys might be getting ads at the moment.
A banana raid?
Hello everybody, can you hear me? I have ads going at the moment, so I don't know if you guys are gonna get hit by them. I apologize. Oh, well, welcome in. I'm pretty sure I've stopped at your streams before. How are you? Your name looks very familiar. Yes. Can I get a shout out for them? Or I could do the shout out. Hold on. It's just gonna give me a quick second to do this. Oh yeah, I follow you in everything. Yeah, for those who don't follow Queen Naboo, Nanaboo, there we go, that's the correct pronunciation of your username. You 100% should. Their motto is super cool. And pretty. I just need to pull this up. Yeah. For those who've got a raid and run, you can raid and run. All are welcome to stay and lurk. This is a visual novel, so if you want to have something put on the background, you can listen to it in the background. I am here
The
with...
music is super cozy.
Yeah, the music is super cozy. I almost said cozy. I have dyslexia, if you couldn't tell, so, I apologize in advance. But I'm here playing this visual novel with Capybara.
Hello.
I should probably introduce myself, since all of you are new. My name is Starlight Roseheart, and I am the god of imagination. I'm just in my chibi form at the moment till I finally get the full version rigged up. But yeah, if you gotta raid and run or eat or whatever, you are highly welcome to do so. For those who want to stay. Yeah, you want to see the full? Well, maybe if you, I don't know, follow, you can see the debut. She's not rigged yet. I've gone through rigging hell. For her, I hopefully found finally the last rigger to rig her. You've been following a while now. I am glad the foliages worked. I haven't, checked it, but I'm glad the foliage works. But yeah, this visual novel is close and dear to my heart. If you might be interested in playing it even. I don't know if you play visual novels, but this visual novel is about a boy named Cove, right here. The green hair boy, who, you grow up with from day to day. Now, you could be distant from him, indifferent to him. You could be friends with him, or you can romance him. There are also 2 other DLC characters that you could be friends or romance. Well, go ahead and relax. Even if you don't play them, you could still relax to the music and listen to us in the background. But I would love to collab with you sometimes, by the way. You know, I didn't say in your stream because, well, you know. don't want to promote myself or anything. I got a couple different games. Yeah, you can add me on Discord. I can't join any more servers, sadly, because I think I reached the 100 limit, but I do have Discord server, or you could reach for me on Twitter, and I can DM you my username. So that way we could just add each other. Yeah, I love collabing with people. And when I'm not collabing with Cappy here, I usually collab with my partner, but, Hams Toru, I would love to collab with you too, in a Baldur's Gate. Sorry, I had to get that out of the way, Cappy.
You're good.
You know how it is, right?
Yeah.
Let us continue. Even your mom struggled to find nice things to say about them, but elderly in particular took offense to kids.
Yeah, Lizzie said.
Lizzie drew herself up at that. She looked pointedly in your direction.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I was helping.
That's cool. Is there anything I can do?
Another reason why I like reading visual novels is because I hate reading out loud, because it usually makes me dizzy. But when it doesn't, it helps me get in voice acting practice. To practice, well, voice acting. Because I want to be one day. Hopefully.
That'll be nice.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, I'm just gonna stay away.
Or you could teach them a lesson. There was a devilish glint in her eyes. Thank you! Thank you so much. It feels great to have you there. Yeah, you have fun winding down for the day. From work day, specifically. I will see you later. There was a devilish glint in her eyes.
What?
You should ding-dong ditch them. Go ring the doorbell and run. It'll be great because they're so slow. They'll never catch you.
That's dumb. I don't want to go near them ever again.
You're just saying that because you're a chicken.
Cove blared, but did take the bait. Lizzie turned back to you. You're not a chicken, are you? What are we feeling? Are we gonna play along? Or are we gonna avoid
I'd
do
rather
it?
avoid them. Yeah.
You looked at the house. Behind the closed doors lurked two beings, rich in years, but poor in patience. Maybe they deserve retaliation. Maybe they didn't. That punishment wouldn't be coming from you. It was safer to stay far away from them. You could live without hassle. Without the hassle.
I'm not doing it either.
Another chicken in the coop. This is a hen house now.
If we're chickens, then you're a lizard, Lizzie.
She wagged her tongue at his face. Still better than a bird brain. Cluck cluck. Chicken. Condo opened, revealing one of the two culprits. The old man wizard, I'll just go with that face, was set up in a scowl, which is to say he looked exactly like he always did when you saw him. Maybe that was his normal face.
What are you kids doing loitering outside my house?
Or maybe he was always in a terrible mood. Nothing!
Nothing.
He blah, 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 blah. He repeated the words as if a great crime anyone could commit.
Something good, more like. Get lost.
It wasn't as if he owned space outside the house, but Cove's eyes, still red from earlier tears, were wide, and you thought it'd be best to heed the old man's command. Lizzie took off, and Shiloh immediately trailed after her without so much of a glance back in her direction. So much for your friendship. You waved your arms at Cove, summoning him to follow you, and ran after Lizzie. The old man haulers propelled you from the streets to the sanctuary of the hills. Once you were safe, did you notice the stitch in your chest and the ache in your legs? You flopped down, the blades of grass tickling your face. Lizzie, who had been taking the lead in the end, were already lazing on the ground. Four of you took a moment to catch your breath, enjoying the feeling of cool grass against your skin.
Cove.
Hey, Cove. Cove lifted his head. I told you there were mean grandparents around here. Cove rolled his eyes, then decided it wasn't dismissive enough and rolled his whole body away from your sister. Lizzie chose to ignore his response and chatted with Shiloh, who eagerly joined in the conversation. In the back of the mind, you knew you were second fiddle against to Shiloh once Lizzie came around. It was always like that. What are we
And
feeling?
it was fine.
It was
The first
fine?
one. Yeah.
Shiloh could prefer Lizzie as much as he wanted to. You closed your eyes, laid on your side, and relaxed. Sometimes pass with what you felt like. It was good to take a real break. And this CG, I love the CG. It's pretty, isn't it? Just the
Yeah.
lighting and everything, and the poppy flowers.
They did a very good job with it.
Mhm. You moved onto your back with a small smile and looked at the darkening sky. The blanket of clouds remind you of a thick brow you curled under on a cold, rainy days. You wonder if the clouds would be as soft. They lazily float on by, splitting from each other, merging, morphing into new shapes. What are we seeing?
Saw an alpaca.
An alpaca, huh? Saw a fluffy alpaca in the sky. You nudged Cove and pointed to it.
Can you see the alpaca?
I love the little blinks on the art.
Yeah.
Cove joined in you, gazing up skywards.
Whoa.
It's more like a llama.
Hey. I'm sorry. I had to.
You're good. Hey.
He chuckled at your reaction. All the sun's light fade from the sky, and the moose. Okay, we're replacing the moon with the moose. It's canon now.
It
And
is.
the moon rose higher. Lizzie got to her feet, dusting strands of grass from her bare legs, and surveying her surroundings. Once the ocean, visible from the crest of the hill, beckoned with every sweep of the tide. I keep thinking I see chat move in the corner of my eye when it doesn't. It's very annoying. Let's go to the beach. There was no argument for the other two. Shiloh was still Shiloh, and Cove could never say no to shore. He was a child of the sea. You...
Too tired to argue.
It had been a long, hot day, and you weren't really bothered about going there, but you'd rather do that than make a scene. I would have just stayed laying in the grass. You stepped onto the sand for a second time that day, but it felt different at night. The beach was nearly quiet at this hour, abandoned by sand castles and footsteps on the sand, too big to belong to any of you. Were the only indications of how busy it had been only early hours. Before you kick off your shoes or remove your socks and walk along the water's edge, waves tickling your feet. I wonder what would happen if you tried to take a bath in the ocean with shampoo and everything.
That would be bad for the fish.
Jeez.
I didn't say anyone would do it. Jeez. You don't have to be so serious about everything.
You're the one who asked what would happen. That is what would happen. It hurt the fishes. I like bubble baths at home. They're a lot of fun.
Me too. Bubble baths are luxurious. You never heard Lizzie use those words before. Mommy loves to have bubbles in her bath. She turns off the light, have candles. I'm gonna do that next time. Hey, when's your mom coming to pick you up anyways?
Not for a while. She's busy.
What about your dad? You never talk about him. Nobody does. Don't you know you're not supposed to act? Oh, that was Cove.
You're good.
Sure?
Hmm?
I said, you sure?
Yeah.
Don't you know you're not supposed to act something like that? Why would somebody want to talk about something they never talk about? You keep your eyes on the ground, watching your toes get swallowed up by the waves. Even if Shiloh never seems upset about this topic came up, it made you feel awkward just having both of your moms. Just for having both of your moms. This is you, by the way. Happy? Looks like we lost him. We'll give it a second. Excuse me. I'm just waiting for Cappy's response because apparently his internet crashed again. Whew. Ooh, Studio Ghibli announced a new short anime film. Movie titled A Night of the Valley of Witches. Debuts July 8th. That's something to look forward to. Okay, it looks like I'm ending stream, everybody, because Cappy is having internet issues, so let's find something to rate, shall we? Let's see, what are we thinking? Oh my god, somebody's playing this game. No, I can't see it until somebody else plays it. Or Trailscope Steel. Let's write somebody playing Final Fantasy X. How about that? Yeah, I'll see you later. Bye bye, everybody. See you later, everybody. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. I will be at Discord if anybody needs me after stream. So just give me an ad if they need me.